Hey, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel where we talk all about gentle skincare and sometimes self-care. So if that's your vibe, please consider hitting subscribe. And today I'm continuing my top 10 ingredient series with my top 10 Centella products. Now, if you want to see some of the other top 10 videos I did on green tea and snail, check the description box below. I'll put links for those videos and links to all the products we're going to talk about today, which I am so excited to dive right into. So if you are too, give the video a big thumbs up and let's get started. First up is the Cosrx Cica toner. This uses 7 different types of Centella, including the 4 active compounds of Centella, which are Madagascar, madagastic acid, Asiaticide, and asiatic acid. Now, this is really important because when you think about all the benefits that you get from Centella, all the soothing, the inflammation reduction, the well-aging benefits, the antibacterial benefits, the antioxidant benefits, those are all coming from these isolated compounds that are found in the Centella extract. So of course, if you have Centella extract in a product, you're going to be getting the benefits of these compounds. But when you isolate them, add them in addition, you're kind of upping the ante or upping the Cica benefit. So it's always nice to see those separate in the ingredients list. And as I said, this is such a hydrating toner. And that's what made me fall in love with it the first time I tried it. I was like, holy moly, this really hydrates my very thirsty, dehydrated skin. And you know I'm really picky about that, right? So this definitely has my stamp of approval when it comes to hydrating the skin. It's very thin, watery, quickly absorbed toner. There's no moisture, there's no body, there's no stickiness or slipperiness. This is just watery hydration that just deeply dives into the skin and can be layered up multiple times. But the other thing that made me go wow with this toner was how it actually calms and soothes the skin. This, like, on contact, you get that like sensation that like I love Centella for, because I do have sensitive skin. So whenever I'm feeling a little bit of irritation and I use like a really good, highly concentrated, high quality Centella product like this one, you put it on your skin and you get that relief. It's like, thank you, Centella. And this toner definitely does it. Next up is the Dewytree Cica 100 Essence. And this is a great example of a single extract product. And that means that Centella is the only extract in here in a high concentration that's doing all the heavy lifting. When you look at the ingredients, you're just going to see Centella. You're not going to see like niacinamide or like panthenol. No. This is just about what Centella can do for your skin. And I do think that, you know, one ingredient or single extract products definitely do have a place in skincare. They may be a little less sexy, a little less interesting, but honestly, they are a great way for you and your skin to get to know an ingredient really well, because there's nothing else kind of like informing what's going on your skin. So something like this can be really great if you just want to find out what Centella can do for your skin. And this is a really beautiful, gentle, slightly hydrating essence. Now, this doesn't have the hydration capabilities as the Cosrx Cica toner, because this is really firmly in like the first essence category. So it's not really meant to hydrate your skin. And of course, with that minimal ingredients list, there's only so much that it can do. But there's a little bit here with the glycerin. You get a little hint of hydration. But really what this is, it's about loading up Centella onto your skin. And this is one of those products that I call like a silent player. Like the Cosrx toner, like I said, it was like boom, immediately you're getting that relief on your skin, that Centella soothing. This one takes a little bit longer to work, but it is so worth it in my opinion, because over time you're going to notice that your skin is stronger, it's healthier, it's less prone to redness, the inflammation is going down. If you do get breakouts, you may notice that they're a little bit more soothed, maybe just a little bit smaller. They're not as swollen or maybe as red. They're just kind of like quietly starting to heal up. That's the beauty of this essence. It's a silent player. It works in the background. You may go, I don't think this is doing anything for my skin. When you take it out of your routine, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I missed that. That was actually doing something for my skin. This is that type of product. Next up is the Skin 1004 Centella Toning Toner. I love the name of this product. But it actually, you may be like, oh, that's a goofy name, toning toner, but it actually does what it says it does. It tones your skin in a toner format. And the tone is actually coming from the fact that we're combining Centella with PHA. Now, you may be familiar with this as like a gentler alternative to AHA. PHA has the ability to gently lift away any excessive dead skin cells on your skin, revealing brighter, smoother, clearer looking skin. And what's really nice about PHA, versus AHA is, again, it is a lot more gentle on the skin, but it also doesn't sensitize your skin to the sun in the way that AHA does. So, gentle in all respects. Now, PHA is one of those ingredients that you may be able to use every single day, especially if you're somebody who benefits from a lot of exfoliation. Adding in a PHA toner like this one would be a good choice because it's very gentle, and then it's combined with the Centella, so we're getting a little bit of that soothing benefit from Centella, that calming anti-redness benefit, and of course antioxidant benefits. So this is a great gentle exfoliating toner. And it's weird, I would usually not say you could use this every single day, and I'm personally not like a exfoliating every single day type of person. That's just how my skin is. But like I said, I recognize that some people really do benefit from more exfoliation, and this is the type of product that you could safely use every single day. Next up, let's talk about the Purito Centella Unscented Serum. Now, this is a little bit more of a multi-layered serum, if you will, unlike the toners and the essences that were really just kind of like focusing in on Centella. This has quite a bit going on in it, and it's very like multi-benefit. So a really interesting formula here with 49% of Centella extract, along with 3 of the 4 active compounds of Centella. Now, we also have niacinamide in here, which will bring a little bit of brightening to the skin, but it's also here to help with the health and the strength of your skin's moisture barrier. Niacinamide is actually really good for strengthening the skin, along with ceramide NP, one of my favorite ingredients for healthy, strong skin. And we actually have quite a few different peptides in here, including Matrixyl 3000. Now, the peptides being used here are for targeting well aging, because you know what I always say, like, not all peptides do the same thing. They're not all for well aging or for fine lines. However, the peptides here are. They are targeting fine lines, wrinkles, skin elasticity, and firmness. It's this beautiful hydrating gel texture that quickly absorbs in the skin with like a burst of hydration. Like, it actually feels very hydrating on the skin. There really isn't any moisture or slip or richness. There's nothing like that. It really is just like watery gel type of hydration that just like really deeply gets into the skin, and it's not sticky on the finish, tacky or shiny. Like, I think it's just gonna, work, like I said, for a lot of different people because it's such a universal type of texture. And I also think, in addition to all the soothing benefits, the barrier benefits, the well-aging benefits, the amount of hydration that it brings makes this a great serum for dehydrated skin too. Next is the Skin 1004 Centella Ampoule. And this is another single extract product. This is only using Centella. That's the only diva in here. Of course, we've got some preservatives. It's shelf stable, but really relying on Centella to do the heavy lifting. And much like the Dewytree essence that we talked about, this is a great way for you to isolate Centella on your skin and really see what it can do for you. I think that single extract products can be really helpful for that. And this is a really nice texture. It's very, very light. I do feel like the Skin 1004 Centella products, the Centella line, I do feel like it is geared a little bit more towards oily skin types, quickly absorbed, a little bit of hydration, no stickiness, no moisture. It's just a really light and breathable serum. And this is, again, like the Dewytree essence, where you may think it's not doing anything for your skin. It's not a wham bam kind of type of product. It is going to take a little bit of time and some consistent use, but you will see that like your skin is looking healthier. It's looking a little bit clearer, maybe a little less red and inflamed. Again, another one that if you do have breakouts, this is a nice kind of like sidekick type of product to have, because I do feel like over time it really helps to soothe and calm down pimples. At least that was my experience with this serum. It really helps reduce inflammation, and any type of pimples that were coming up, they just seemed a little less severe when I was consistently using this serum. So that's where I really feel like this type of product kind of fits into your like Centella routine. It may not be your emergency anti-irritation product, but this is something that you want to keep in your routine consistently to kind of build up the Centella benefits on your skin. And if you stop using it, you might find that your skin misses it. Now let's talk about the Cosrx Cica serum. This is much like the toner that used 7 different types of Centella. We have the same type of formula going on here, lots of different varieties of Centella to really get that soothing into your skin. But this is also using Pinus pinaster bark extract, which is actually also in the toner. I just wasn't able to cover it then, but I'm going to cover it now. So in the Cosrx Cica line, they're using lots of Centella, and I think they have like a secret weapon or like a secret sauce here, and that's the Pinus pinaster bark extract. This is a very potent, strong antioxidant, but it also has the ability to really calm down skin, and it also is one of those ingredients that helps your skin not only to hydrate your skin, but help your skin retain hydration. It's a really great humectant, making it particularly good for those who maybe have a weakened moisture barrier or who are just going through a little bit of dehydration. This is a really nice ingredient to seek out, along with the Centella, along with this hydrating formula. Wow. Much like the toner where I was like, it's really hydrating and it's really calming. That's how I feel about the serum. The serum, I feel like the calming abilities, kind of like the other serums we've talked about, like you got to be consistent. They may not like give you that immediate soothing, but I do think that the soothing abilities on this one are a little bit stronger than the Skin 1004 and the Purito. I do think that just the formula really just lends itself to quick calming on the skin, but I don't know. I feel like the toner gives me that immediate like relief on my skin. This is just my experience. And then the serum, it's like after a couple of days, I'm like, oh yeah, my skin feels a lot better. So definitely powerful calming. And when you start to pair it with the other Cosrx Cica products, it's like it gets a little bit stronger. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Let me tell you about the texture here, because it is a really nice hydrating gel type of texture. There is a little bit of balance to this one. It's not just pure hydration. There's a little bit of non-greasy moisture, just a little bit of slip to this that actually feels amazing on my combination skin. So it feels really good. It's still light and breathable. It's not sticky in the finish at all or tacky, which is nice, and it doesn't leave like a shiny film. Like it absorbs really nicely. And if you're somebody who likes to pack your routines with antioxidants, this is actually a great antioxidant product because Centella is also a strong antioxidant. So we've got quite a bit going on in this serum. So I had to include the Benton Goodbye Redness Centella mask pack because this is actually one of my all-time favorite sheet masks, and part of the reason why is because the Centella in here is so strong. It is so powerful, and this sheet mask delivers. So there is Centella water in here plus the 4 active compounds of Centella, and like I was talking about earlier, that really is something that you may want to seek out in your Centella products if you're really looking for intense soothing, because I really feel like that's where the concentration of the Centella benefits are at, especially if you want a lot of soothing. Like look for madecassoside or madacasic acid. If you want a lot of the well-aging antioxidant benefits, asiaticide and asiatic acid kind of do it best. They all can soothe your skin, but these compounds are highly concentrated. And again, that's the secret to this sheet mask, because it's very juicy and hydrating, which I absolutely love. A dehydrated skin over here. I love a juicy sheet mask, but there's so much Centella in here. It's so concentrated and it works fast. This really lives up to its name, Goodbye Redness. This will reduce redness on your face. Once you take the sheet mask off, 10-15 minutes later or a little bit longer, right? It really does reduce inflammation. It reduces redness, and it is so good if you get inflamed breakouts, which I definitely do. When I get that inflamed under the skin, painful pimple, I will pull this out for sure, because not only does this give me that immediate soothing on my skin, that sensation, it reduces the redness and the look of the pimple pretty quickly, But I've had this happen time after time after time again, those real nasty pimples. So I'll do the sheet mask like at night. I'll go to bed, and then the next morning it's like, hey, that pimple is healing up a lot faster. It's starting to reduce in size. It's starting to go down. It's starting to go away, and it's looking a whole lot better. That is why I am like never without this sheet mask. You come to my house. This is one of the masks that I usually have on hand because it benefits my skin time after time after time. And it really is because there's just so much stinking Centella in this sheet mask. So I have to talk about another Cosrx Cica product. This is their Cica cream. And honestly, the Cosrx Cica line, I think just in general, really excels as a beautiful, gentle, calming, soothing line. I think they've done it really well. And we're pretty familiar with the formula now with the 7 types of Centella and the Pinus pinaster bark extract. Now this cream is more of a gel cream type of texture. So it's got a little bit of hydration, a touch of moisture from macadamia oil, but it's very, very light and just maybe like a whisper of occlusivity, but this doesn't have like a really heavy seal it down kind of feel. So I think that this cream would be great as a full face moisturizer for oily skin types. But I also think that this texture makes it great for multiple applications, because if you're going through quite a bit of irritation on your skin, you may find that you want to apply your anti-irritation cream multiple times, not just like once when you're doing your skincare routine. You may want to do it a couple times throughout the day. At least that's been my experience with sensitive skin. I often get irritated around just my chin area. I'm always talking about this, right? But when it's really, really bad, what I will do like a couple times throughout the day is I'll just put a little bit of anti-irritation cream, whatever one I'm liking at the moment, just around that area. And some of the ones that are super duper thick don't really lend themselves to that, especially when the weather gets warmer. It starts to like build up kind of thick on my skin. Sometimes I start to notice I'm getting a little bit more congestion and clogged pores on my chin because of that. So that's when I would actually switch out over to something like this, because the texture is just so much lighter, more breathable, and really lends itself to building up on the skin without building up on the skin. You know what I'm saying? So it's a really beautiful, beautiful texture. If you're more on the oily side, if you find Cica creams and anti-irritation creams to be really heavy, check this one out. Or if you're looking for a lighter alternative to heavier creams for certain situations, check this one out. Now, another favorite Cica cream of mine is the Purito Unscented Recovery Cream. Now, this is a little bit more moisturizing than the Cosrx Cica cream. So that's kind of the difference here. But we do also have a little bit of a different focus with formulation. And this is actually kind of similar to the unscented serum from Purito that we talked about earlier, just minus the peptides. So we do have Centella extract, the 3 of 4 different compounds of Centella, niacinamide, ceramide, NP, and we also have some phytosphingosine in this cream, which is a great barrier supportive ingredient. So you can see that they formulated the Centella to help soothe and calm irritated skin alongside a barrier strengthening and repairing ingredients. So I think if that's kind of where you're at with your skin irritation, you know, maybe your barrier is a little bit more weak or damaged and you're, you know, getting that like irritated, itchy, inflamed skin, this could be a great formulation for you to go towards because it's got those barrier building ingredients right in here, which is definitely what you need when your barrier is weak. So this does have a little bit of a richer texture. It's a little bit more of a traditional, I would call this still a medium weight cream. We do have a couple of nourishing oils in here like macadamia. We also have argan, and we do have shea butter, which is so good if you do lean a little bit more on the dry side. So it's a little bit richer, but it actually is that type of cream that has a little hint of hydration, a nice amount of moisture that's not too rich. It's comforting, but not too rich or greasy. And it really just comforts the skin in a nice medium weight texture with a good amount of occlusivity to fight dehydration, but still allow your skin to breathe. I have been reaching for this a lot. Late winter, early spring, the temperatures are still pretty cool. There's actually been a lot of wind, which has been drying my skin out quite a bit. And I have been going through a little bit of dehydration. I'm reaching for this one when I'm getting that telltale irritation irritation around my mouth. Like, I don't know why I always do, but I just always do. I've actually been keeping this bedside so I can just like grab it at night when I need a little extra calming, a little extra moisture, a little extra protection. This is doing the trick. I love the texture of this so much. And I do think that this is great for those who do have a little bit more dehydration and are maybe more on the combination dry side of things, because the way that it's been formulated, it's really targeting dehydrated skin and weak moisture barriers. Now, my 10th pick is a little bit different because, you know, I kind of wanted to focus this series on what I think are like quintessential Korean skincare ingredients, or really Asian beauty ingredients. I've covered green tea and snail and now Centella, and those are, like I said, very uniquely Asian beauty ingredients in my mind. And that's actually what really drew me into the Asian beauty world many years ago, was the unique use of ingredients. And I really wanted to celebrate that in the series. However, even though Centella just feels so much of an Asian beauty ingredient, there is one product that like kept coming into my mind as a beautiful anti-irritation Cica based cream that is not from an Asian beauty brand, but I do think that it is worth a spot on this list. That was a really long explanation, but I really do feel like K-beauty has so positively influenced the world. And so I did want to talk about the Roche-Posay Cicaplast Baume. So this pairs Madagascar with panthenol. So good for hydrating your skin, so good for your moisture barrier, along with zinc and copper gluconate. And these are ingredients that help to calm inflammation and really facilitate wound healing and skin repair. So this is actually really mimicking the benefits of Centella and Madagascar, that, you know, it's really good for soothing the skin, soothing irritation, calming inflammation, and to facilitate wound healing on the skin and to facilitate skin repair. So that's where this formula is coming at. It's really all about skin repair, and that's what this does for my skin time after time. Now, the texture is really fascinating to me because it looks really thick when you get it out of the tube. It kind of like melts and absorbs into your skin, a lot thinner than you're expecting it to be. Now, don't get me confused though, because this is quite moisturizing. It's just not heavy on your skin. So as you work it in, as it starts to warm up and melt down and absorb into your skin, you're going to feel a little bit of richness with this, a little bit of hydration, and a lot of occlusivity. And it really helped my skin because I was going through quite a bit of irritation, and it didn't seem like anything was really like curing it, you know what I mean, like really getting down to the source of it. And after like 3 nights of using this, my skin was like, okay, I'm cool, I'm chilled out, I'm calmed down, and I think things are going to be okay. And so I was like, thank you, La Roche-Posay, for really marrying the beautiful Madagascar with some more of those like French pharmacy soothing ingredients. It's a really beautiful influence. It's a really beautiful combination of like 2 skincare worlds coming together, and my skin thanks both of those worlds for coming together and influencing each other, because this is a great product. So let me know some of your top Cica products in the comment box below, because I know there's so many other amazing products out there, and let's all share them with each other. Now, if you love the video, you made it this far and you're not subscribed to my channel, like maybe you would like to subscribe so you can see some more from me. I do release a lot of new skincare content throughout the week, so do consider turning on the notifications too, so you're never out of the loop when I upload the new content. I hope you are healthy, happy, and safe, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.